Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys. Welcome everybody to what will be a live stream, but if you're seeing this now, it's probably a video. Or if you've seen it afterwards, basically some news is just released about a Halo Infinite Battle Royale, and it's
Here we go.
basically
Here we
been
go, guys.
confirmed. When I say confirmed, it's been said by a really credible insider, and yeah, a lot of people were saying it's pretty much confirmed. So I'm going to show you guys the video, and we will discuss it afterwards. But to me, it looks like it's going to be very much a battle royale compared to a mix of Warzone or Invasion. It's still yet to be seen, like the extent of it to be said. But right now it really does feel like it's going to be like a pure battle royale with, of course, like a Halo spin on it. Now, I still don't know what to think about that because, I was kind of hoping for more of a, Invasion-esque Warzone type, mode. But Certain Affinity have been creating this mode. So it's not 343 Industries, it's Certain Affinity. So this mode could actually be good, since Certain Affinity have done it. And it's, yeah, I'll show you guys now. But basically here, if any of you guys are in a rush, let me show you what's happening. And welcome to everybody watching, by the way. Really happy to see all you guys here. And of course, thanks so much for the support on the channel lately, guys. The channel has been doing crazy bits lately, and that's thanks to all of you guys. So yeah, thank you so much. So let's go. I'm going to very quickly run through the important points. So this is from Jez Corden, who is a pretty regarded leaker, let's just say that, or insider. And he gave some info on Certain Affinity's game mode, and he said it is a battle royale. It's been in development for over 2 years. Is a huge deal. Considers a Warzone separate game undertaking, so it's on the same scope of like a COD Warzone. So, and we all know how big that is, right? So from what it looks like, it's going to be this huge thing that they're going to bring into the game. And as you can see here, the goal is to bring in new players into the Halo franchise. So, and then again, targeting Fortnite, Warzone, Apex audience, right? So I think a lot of us were expecting to see this. But yeah, it's look, I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna get into it in a bit, but I would have preferred if it wasn't copying other games. Do you know what I mean? I would have preferred if Halo was to really hone in on say an Invasion game mode, or something similar to Warzone. But look, all I will say is this: Certain Affinity have a fantastic track record with creating anything Halo. So for me, at the very least, I reckon it's going to be a pretty fun kick-ass mode. So even if it is a battle royale, I'm sure it will be fun. But I understand a lot of people aren't going to be too pleased with this, and I totally understand that. But anyway, this is those are the dot points here. Like apparently he thinks it's going to be coming season 3 or season 4, right? Again, that was what I expected. That's what I expected to see from this big game mode. Then they said it ties into Forge mode, so it may have like say a creative aspect to the battle royale. And then this is what we all knew. They brought in Certain Affinity for this specific mode. However, now they've actually added them on for more stuff to do more. Let's take a look. Hey, Miguel, what's going on? Coffee Lover, what's going on? Joshua, what's going on? Yeah, I still don't know if I'm happy or... Do you know what I mean? I still don't know how to receive this. I don't... like, yeah, hey, Aiden, how you go, man? As Aiden's saying there, it's a genre. It is a genre. So, yeah, but... Again, I think I would have preferred to have something a bit more organic for Halo. Infinite 4, just how you go, mate. 4? Okay, so we're saying season 4 then. But yeah, welcome, man. Frosty8, what's going on? Toby Games, what's going on? S3RG98, what's going on? Babzu, welcome, guys. Sneaky Jesus, Lee, Holy Fook, Box, Twigo, Hokey Pokey, CT General. Welcome, guys. Thank you for being here. Okay, I'm going to show you guys the video very quickly. This will go for about 3 minutes or so. And this will explain in a bit more depth about what's coming. And now, at the end of the day, I very quickly I just want to say, if it is a battle royale, I know it's going to get a shit ton of people to the Halo franchise. And for that reason, I'm actually excited for it. However, I would have preferred something a bit more closer to Invasion or Warzone, as I said. But I think what we need to do is, for any of us that don't like battle royales, I think we need to just give this a chance. And when I'm saying give it a chance, let's see how it looks first before we, jump on like a hate wagon or, start saying it's shit. because it could be a pretty kick-ass mode with certain Affinity creating it. So we'll have to wait and see. Anyway, let me show you guys this.
Affinity making the long-rumored,
this explains it all.
brand-needed Halo Infinite Battle Royale.
I got you, Chad.
Please tell me yes.
It would appear so. It would appear so that, like, basically, I have information that suggests that it's Battle Royale. That it's some form of Battle Royale. I don't know if it's going to be, like, specifically a clone.
So he says some form of a Battle Royale. So in that instance, it could still be, you know, different. It could still feel very different. And of course, I'm kind of hoping that it's going to be. You know, I don't think it's going to be. I still have the impression it's not going to be a straight Battle Royale. I don't see that. I don't expect that. Even with what he said here, I honestly think it's going to be, you know, it will feel like a Battle Royale in the sense, you know, to bring people in, but it should, yeah, as Infinite Forge is saying, that objective-based gameplay, like something like that could make it super exciting, you know, and make it feel like Halo. If there are like objectives to do whilst you're there, or let's say like whilst you're in the map, that could be really interesting. But we'll continue. We will continue.
Of PUBG and stuff like that. But this is a huge mode. This mode has been in development for over 2 years, you know, with certain Affinity, and it's a big deal. It's like a huge investment,
what's going on, man?
And they've been working on it for a really long time. So this is like, this isn't just like a sort of, you know, a few game modes here and there. This is a big Warzone, like a Call of Duty Warzone scale undertaking. It's basically like a separate game.
So yeah, there you go. So basically like a separate game. I think that's going to get. I think I'm getting the impression, you know, for a long time that was going to be that case, because, you know, we've seen the leaks, we've seen the rumors that this was going to be a massive thing they were working on. Yeah, just as Josh was saying there, we're going to wait to see how it plays, of course, but hopefully it's, you know, it does have a different feel and a different take on a Battle Royale. Because if it's just a run and done copy, people will try it for a bit and then they'll hop back onto Fortnite, Call of Duty. Do you know what I mean? So it has to stand out from the crowd. And if they can do that, then it will be super successful. That's the way it will be super successful. I have to say though, you know, they are, you know, Certain Affinity have been working on this for 2 years or over 2 years, as he's about to say, which means that this could be, you know, it could be excellent. You know, I don't want to just disregard it and say it could be shit, but then of course, it could be shit. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it's a totally, you know, it's going to feel like a completely different package or part coming to Halo Infinite. So I think as well, we may see like a different menu or UI for it. Just really depends what they've done. We'll have to wait and see.
The goal of this mode is to bring in new players to the Halo franchise.
Yeah, broader audience.
Right. That is the goal. Is to, you know, people who aren't familiar with Halo, you know, they've got the classic, they've got Arena, and they've got, you know, the big team battle for people who are really into the classic Halo style gameplay. But this is gunning for the Fortnite audience, the Warzone audience. This is going to go a bit broader. And I have received information that it is some form of Battle Royale. It's going to have a shrinking arena, like in typical Battle Royale fashion. I don't know if it's going to be a team-based sort of thing, like Apex Legends, or if it's going to be more of a solo thing, like I suppose Fortnite was like that initially, wasn't it? And then they added like duos and shit.
I'd say we'll
see. I don't know. I'm not that familiar with Battle Royale stuff
style,
because,
you know, where it's just
I play real games like Overwatch.
Oh, here we go.
Huh? As well as, you know, team-based, most likely.
But yeah, it does seem like it's a Battle Royale in some form. I don't have.
He keeps saying some form though. So to me, I don't think it's going to be a straight, you know, copy of the genre. I think it's going to be a spin on a Battle Royale. You know, it'll feel like a Battle Royale in some aspects, but I also I think from a glance, when we look at it, I think it's going to be, I think it's going to be, you know, a bit more special and unique, or I hope so. He keeps saying some form. I don't think it's going to be. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if you guys are agreeing or understand what I'm saying there. I feel like with this, it could be, you know, Battle Royale-esque, but if it feels like Halo and it has like objectives and shit like that while you're there, while you're in the map, that would be pretty darn awesome. But I know a lot of Halo fans aren't going to be happy with this news, regardless. You know, when I saw it myself, I have to say that, you know, good for the population, good for bringing people to the game, but realistically, we want to see everything else, you know, be in the game. But the only saving grace with this news is that it is Certain Affinity creating this, not 343, which means that 343 can work on everything, Halo-esque, like Invasion, Infection, all of those big modes, right, that we should be getting in Halo Infinite at some point. While Certain Affinity can take on, this big mode that's going to be the Battle Royale-esque thing. So that is the saving grace. So for any of you watching that are thinking 343 are doing this, they aren't. It's Certain Affinity. They're taking on a much more active role in the development of Halo Infinite. But still, I find it funny how we're getting a similar thing to a Battle Royale before, we see Firefight, Infection, Invasion. Look, we'll see. I think a Halo Battle Royale, I have to say, I think a Halo Battle Royale would work well. As long as it has to be different. It really needs to be different in several aspects. Otherwise people and big streamers will play it for a few weeks and then they'll hop back over to what they used to play, like Fortnite, Apex, all the other shit. And we don't want Halo to follow trends in that regard, even though they are. As long as it feels like Halo, in a manner of speaking, it should be fine. But God, they are saying it's going to time to Forge, so we'll see.
Players,
we'll see.
But it is targeting that audience, which suggests to me it's Battle Royale. And also someone pretty much told me.
A BR cookbook.
So is this going to be an article? Are people watching this who are going to be writing articles on websites?
They are, Maguire, true.
Jazz Corden confirms that
Mr. Hyde, I agree with you, Mr. Hyde.
A brand new mode that's basically a second game, and it's Battle Royale.
It's going to be huge, and I believe it's targeting season 3. I could be wrong on that.
Season 3.
That just depends on season 3 getting delayed.
Probably the end of this
August? Year. No, because if they keep to the 3-month cadence, May is the beginning of season 2. So June, July, August. So that would make sense because let's assume
Josh,
the Xbox game showcase.
It's going to be interesting to see. For sure.
What better way?
The thing is, Halo has a really good sandbox for it too, which is
show here's what's coming for Halo for the end of the year, and you show off a Battle Royale mode that then is launching in August, right?
And that's what I think they're going to do. I think they are going to reveal this Battle Royale or whatever it is, whatever this big massive mode is, at the the Xbox Game Fest or something like that, some massive event where people are watching. I think that will get a lot of attention, hype back to Halo Infinite. Because obviously season 2, whatever you think about season 2, we're only getting 2 maps, 3 modes. It's very small in the grand scheme of things. It is not going to get a lot of people back to the game. A lot of us, I guess, Halo fans will come back, but the wider gaming community, wider gaming audience won't be returning for season 2. And I think something like this will grab the attention of a lot of gamers and people that they want to get. And they did say they are trying to attract Fortnite, Apex, COD players to play this mode or whatever this mode is. So it would make sense to me for them to release this in season 3 alongside Forge, and that would get a shit ton of people back to the game. But again, all I can say is let's try keep an open mind until we see it, because it could actually be pretty darn cool. We'll have to see. I've got to say this: Certain Affinity have a fantastic track record with Halo, and I still feel like they'll do a great job with this. Or, that's what I think so far. We'll continue.
Yeah. But, I mean, development's fickle. Maybe it doesn't necessarily launch then, but at least that's what you've heard. So...
yeah, I mean it could be delayed, but I believe it's it's either going to be season 3 or season 4, and probably will be revealed at their gameplay showcase. Like the fact that they're coming out with it now, and Certain Affinity is basically making their presence known to Xbox fans on Twitter and stuff like that. That's obviously ahead of reveal of this game mode, and obviously some assholes leaked it as well. Called Jez. So Project Tatanka, it's known internally as, and it is going to be a sort of a big deal game mode, huge update for Halo. And
so that is the actual name.
A mode that hasn't really been in Halo before, so probably Battle Royale themed, to appeal to that audience specifically. No idea exactly how it plays. Don't know if it's going to be more like Apex, or if it's going to be more like Fortnite, or if it's going to be more like Warzone, I suspect they'll have some unique twists on it.
It has to be different. There has to be twists. It has to be,
it, give it its
unique.
own identity. I don't think they'll just directly copy PUBG or directly copy Fortnite, but they are gunning for that audience. So that is the future of Halo for that stuff. Obviously, they're going to be doing more game modes, and they're still going to be supporting the classic gameplay, of course. They're going to still be doing that. And that's why they've brought in certain Affinity to do this extra mode.
Yeah. So this is what I touched on
obviously
earlier.
they're going to still be working on the core experience.
Certain Affinity will work on this
that Halo fans know and love. So don't think this is something like they're going to go all in and just ignore the rest of the game, because that's not going to happen. Because obviously 343 is working on that, and they're hiring and they're ramping up to support the live service better with more maps, and people have been crying out for extra maps. And I think they actually showed off a couple of new maps recently, right?
So, yeah. So all right. Let me start like this. The stuff that should be in the Halo game, 343 will still be working on. Certain Affinity will be working on the Battle Royale or whatever that big mode is, the Tatanka mode. And the guy keeps saying it's a form of Battle Royale, so it very well could be, look, okay, let me just say it like this. It seems like it is definitely going to be like a Battle Royale mode. It's going to feel like a Battle Royale, but it needs to have Halo twists, a Halo feel. Otherwise, a lot of Halo fans are going to be pissed, because it's going to look like they're following trends. I guess the only saving grace I can say is that this could be fun, and 343 aren't actually creating it themselves. It's Certain Affinity. So as long as 343 can focus on getting everything that should be in the Halo game out to Halo Infinite, I think we should be fine. But everything needs to be coming to Halo Infinite that should be there. So Firefight and Infection, big modes, that should have been there day one, need to be there, alongside this. If you release if 343 released this Tatanka mode without having, Forge, Firefight, or Infection in the game, it's going to be pretty bad. 343 need to have and make sure Infection is there at the very least, as well as Forge. Firefight, I've got no clue when that's coming or if that is ever coming, but right now, right now we'll have to just wait and see, because it doesn't look like a Firefight is coming anytime soon. We'll have to wait and see. I don't know, but this Tatanka mode seems to be, a Battle Royale mixed with like I was gonna say Firefight, but it's not that, because there's no PvE element as far as I'm aware. There very well may be, but I think it's going to be, pure PvP. But yeah, he did. All I will say is I'm trying to make you guys. Fuck, it's a very hard line. This is a very hard line. There's 100 of you guys watching, and I guarantee you it's going to be like mixed 50-50. I guarantee you like 50 of you guys are hyped for this, and I guarantee you 50 of you guys aren't hyped for this. So I'm just trying to word this in a way that's, going to be okay for both parties here. Fuck. I think... Alright, I think if everything else comes to Halo Infinite, that should be there. Like, stuff that we've all come to expect from a Halo game. If that is all there by the time Tatanka arrives, I think we should be fine. Although, for a lot of people, we are still missing aspects that they love. Like, there's a Griff Ball community that haven't been, catered to yet. The Infection community hasn't been catered to yet. But, there are going to be a lot of people hyped for this Battle Royale. And I'm in a sense where, right now, I'm not bothered by it in a way that 343 are working on the actual core game itself. Certain Affinity are working on this Tatanka mode. So, in my opinion, I don't think it's going to affect the actual stream of content coming to Halo Infinite that is, I guess, meant for us core Halo fans. Obviously, this Tatanka mode is looking at a larger audience. Like, we get that gist. But right, fuck. I'm just reading what you guys are saying. But yeah, God, the Halo community is it's going to be very interesting to see their reaction to this. It's going to be very interesting to see the reaction to this. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to make a poll very quickly. I want to see what you guys are saying, because you guys look, I don't want to say you guys are excited or not excited for it, because I can't say or dictate anything for you. But look, it's the Battle Royale. Let's see. Are you hyped for this? For the... I was going to say Battle Royale. There we go. Simple yes or no. That's all I want to say. I am fully curious. If this is something that you will play, or if this is something you are curious or interested to play, please click on yes. And if this is something that you could not give a rat's ass about, or you just don't care, or you're never going to probably play it, click no. I'm very curious. Let me know your thoughts, guys. I'm curious to know your thoughts on this. This is going to be interesting to see. This will be interesting to see. Okay, let me go back to here, because I think there's more to be said there. So, we'll have to... Hang on, how can I see this? Oh. I've just lost it. Hang on. There we go. Okay. Alright, so 74% yes, 26 no. That is a lot more than I was expecting. Wow. Damn. Okay. So, if I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say... Fuck, it's a tough one, eh? I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, and I'll tell you why. I think this mode has the potential to be, you know, pretty darn fun and awesome, while still allowing, you know, everything else that should be, you know, for us Halo fans in the game. And when I'm saying that, I mean 343 can work on everything that everything that we want to see and everything that should be in Halo Infinite. 343 can still work on that without any issues, as far as I'm aware. Certain Affinity are taking the, you know, massive, I guess, you know, task or undertaking of getting this mode out, right? So I think in that regard, I'm going to say I am hyped for it, because Certain Affinity haven't failed in the past in terms of Halo. They've got a great track record. They've got great people leading it. And if it's a spin on it, if there's objectives, if there's fun shit to do, it could be something fun. That's my honest take on that, guys. That is my honest opinion. Yeah, yeah, we'll see. Oh God, we'll see. Let me see what you guys are saying here. Okay. Yeah, as you know, AMV hates saying the game needs to be fixed first. There's a lot of stuff that needs to get fixed first. A lot of stuff that needs to get fixed still. But at the moment, if it's worked on by Certain Affinity, I'm not going to be too fussed. You know what I mean? Like, if it's not taken away from the 343 Industries, Certain Affinity are doing this themselves. But of course, we need to have, if we can have Infection, Griffball, and, you know, more community stuff, community, you know, Halo modes, alongside this, I think a lot of people will be super happy with this. You know, that's my opinion. But again, we've got no clue how this is going to look. If it's going to be 100 players, 50 players, 70 players, 20 players, you know, we've got not a single clue. But I'm going to assume it's going to be like a 100 player battle royale. We'll see if, you know, Jazz Corden says anything else here. But yeah, I guess, all right, for anyone that has just tuned in, if anyone's just clicking on now, let me just recap very quickly. So, Jez Corden, very, you know, reputable Xbox insider, has given details about Certain Affinity's Halo Infinite game mode, which is called Tatanka. He said it's a battle royale, or a spin on a battle royale. It's been in development for over 2 years, is a huge deal, and it's on the same level as a Warzone-esque mode from Call of Duty. Very similar scale, like a massive scale. A lot of people working on it. Goal is to bring in new players into the Halo franchise, and with doing that, they are targeting other games audiences. So you got Fortnite, Warzone, Apex audience. He believes it's going to release in Season 3 or Season 4. Apparently it's going to tie into Forge, so like a Forge creative. And this is the reason they brought in Certain Affinity. And very recently, they did make an announcement saying that they're working even closer. Working even closer with 343. And this is the reason. They are going to be fully working on this, and making, what do you call it? I guess making changes, making updates and hot fixes to this when it's alive. And that allows 343. That will allow 343 the chance to still polish and work on the actual core game. So, in my opinion, that at least is good, right? 343 can focus on the core shit that should be coming to Halo Infinite. That's the most important thing to take away here, is that 343 won't get their hands tied with this. As far as I'm aware, it looks like they can still work on everything else, but we'll see. We will see. Hey Tom Fillery, I heard it's going to be a sub 50 player game mode, but I don't know how accurate that is. Interesting. Look, I'm not too fussed on how many players it is, but that is interesting. That's my dog. Give me a second, guys. Hey, I'm back in a tick. I'll let you guys just chat for a sec. Give me a sec. Nah, we're good. We're all good. We're all good. God, yeah, you got to subscribe for that now. Let me see here. Actually, let's see what the poll. Let's see what the poll is at. 127 votes. 77% is on yes still. Wow. Okay. Pretty surprised still. Matt, no stream on our chat now. Go on. But yeah. So. It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting to see like how it works. Onyx side, yeah. So the 24-player FFA game mode called Last Spartan Standing, yeah, that's different. So it's going to be 24 players FFA, and it's also going to have, what is it? It's going to have, I think, an Escalation Slayer feel. If you guys have played Escalation Slayer in Halo MCC, and I guess okay. Let me say, for any of you that haven't played that, it's like gun game from Call of Duty, where you shoot, you get a kill, your weapon changes. It's going to be like that because they said in the files that the mode itself is going to see players kill people, get score, and then their loadout or weapons will change and upgrade. So it seems to me that it's going to just upgrade via kills. Via team score, which means that it's not going to be a battle royale where you're like looting for shit. So yeah, that mode is not a. I'm just reading your comments. They're just John Victor's dog. Nah, lucky. She just got up on the on this like windowsill, started barking, but no, she's right. She's a good girl. But yeah, like what do you call it? The Fuck, I've just forgotten where was that? Where was I at? That's true. John Wick loves his dog. Hey, Boba Fett, where'd you go, man? How you going? Yeah, at the end of the day, regardless of your thoughts on this, I think all we can hope for is that it's solid. I think at the end of the day, all we can do is hope that it's solid. Feels like Halo, has a Halo spin, makes it unique. It has to be unique to other battle royale genres and battle royales, because otherwise it will not stand out. And if it does not stand out, then fuck, people are going to lose their minds. So yeah, it needs to stand out. We'll see if Jez has anything else to say, but hey, you got to come to the next game night. That's when I show my dog during the game nights. Very quickly, guys. I know we've got like 100 people watching. But if you are enjoying the stream, feel free to drop a like. I'd really appreciate it. And of course, if any of you mad lads want to subscribe to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I would very much appreciate it. We are getting closer and closer to 20,000 subscribers. And if you want to help me get there, I'd really appreciate it. But feel free to do what you want to do. Just appreciate you guys watching. Pony's mad. But yeah, like, look, Certain Affinity, the reason I am kind of excited is because Certain Affinity have such a good, history with Halo and working with Halo. Like, for example, some of Halo Reach's maps, map pack maps were created by Certain Affinity. Some Halo 2 Anniversary maps were created by Certain Affinity. I believe a lot of Halo 4 maps were created by Certain Affinity as well. So they have a really good track record in the grand scheme of things. So I you know, I feel like they'll do a good job with it. It just depends on how much it's going to take over from Halo. God, I don't want to say that. Jazz Corden has said it's going to be this massive thing. It's going to feel like a totally different game coming into Halo Infinite, into the package, which means that, you know, look, if any of you guys have played Call of Duty Warzone, you'll know that you've got you got the multiplayer, and then you've got the Warzone aspect, and it's like a totally different UI and stuff, I think, if I remember correctly. So we may see something similar to that for 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 Halo Infinite, right? So we may my mind is just blank. We may see something like that for Halo Infinite, so that could be interesting. Although I have seen a few of you guys say, how will the UI sustain that, or how will the UI manage that? So yeah, that's an interesting question in of itself. Halo Infinite's UI is, it's a little questionable at times. Let's just say that. 343 themselves have said that there have been problems with the UI. Hopefully they've, you know, nutted out those problems now, and fix it for now for like season 2, season 3. But yeah, I don't know. It could be different. Could be good. We'll have to wait and see. I'm hopeful that it's going to be good. Let's just say that from the leaks I've seen, and I'll show you guys some of the leaks as well, just to delve a bit deeper into this Tatanka mode. But yeah, so far looking pretty awesome. Let me see. Hey, Misha, how you going, man? Let's see here. As Jesse's saying there, Max Hoberman, that's who it was. Max Hoberman created Certain Affinity and Halo 2's matchmaking system. That's more of enough reason to be excited. Yeah, that's very true, right? So we've got people that have, you know, worked on Halo in the past, spearheading this project, which is great. Yo, Mickey, thank you for the $10 super chat, man. Absolute legend. A BR doesn't get me excited in the slightest. The game needed to be content complete before we add any modern gaming traits, but I can trust Certain Affinity to make it good. I think that sums it up pretty well. I mean, for me, I get excited because Certain Affinity's making it, and I feel like they'll do a good job with it, but I totally understand anyone that's not getting excited by this. You know what I mean? Like, if you're excited by it, that's great. If you're not, that's also fine. There's nothing wrong with being excited with this news or not being excited by this news. As Halo fans, we have expectations of what should be in a Halo game, and I think for a lot of us, you know, Halo Infinite didn't release. I mean, what am I saying? Halo Infinite did not release in the way that we expected. Let's just say that. Absolutely did not. But the core game is fantastic. I love the core game, the core gameplay, and what's there right now, in terms of, like, you know, the sandbox and the gameplay. This could take off with something like a battle royale or something similar to that, right? I fully expect that, but it is one of those things. You know, not everyone will be pleased by this news, but I've got to say, you know, having Max Hoberman leading Certain Affinity, it has me excited. So realistically, at the end of the day, this is something we'll need to just wait and see before we, you know, make our final judgments on it. But yeah, it really is going to be just interesting to see how different it is, you know, to the other battle royales. It needs to stand out. It really does need to stand out. But fuck, if they do a battle royale, or if they do, you know, something similar on Zeta Halo, like with the way the campaign was, that will get a lot of people hyped. Like, for me, I really loved, you know, exploring Zeta Halo, and, you know, something like that could work very well, honestly. Really could. So we'll see if there's anything else now.
They got 2 new maps coming for season 2.
Yeah, 2 new maps coming, and they're gonna have more than that. Oh, and another thing as well. This Tatanka mode, wherever it is, also ties into Forge mode. So God knows what that's gonna look like. If people are gonna be able to make their own Forge maps for the battle royale stuff. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's the unique take.
I mean, I'll say this though: Halo Infinite's Forge is absolutely insane. The shit I have seen of Halo Infinite's Forge, it's going to be nuts. Yeah, really, like the Forge. You know, I mean, I guess players could have created their own battle royale in Forge, but Halo Infinite's Forge, regardless, like players will be able to create fucking anything. And if People 3 can streamline that into matchmaking and create like a system for that to go out into matchmaking, holy shit, the community for this game is going to just, soar through the roof. But yeah, at the end of the day, we'll have to see what happens there. But Forge is going to be insane, and hopefully it releases at the start of Season 3. And I know a lot of the Forges, like, hey, Infinite Forges right there, man. Like, I know the Forges are very, very hard. And the stuff they're going to create, should be coming out to the game as soon as it releases. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, look, we'll see. I think come towards the end of this year, regardless of what happens with this and Forge and whatnot, regardless of what happens, at the end of this year, Halo Infinite will be looking like a much better package. Not complete, I don't think, but much better. With Forge, with this Tatanka mode, Infection, most likely. What is it? King of the Hill, Land Grab, Last Spartan Standing, Elimination, Attrition, Fiesta Attrition. It just depends that, it's just the UI at this point. From what I've seen, the UI is what's kind of stopping 343 in adding more game modes. So if they've fixed that and can make amendments to that to add more game modes in, the game should be fine. The game should take off. Now, of course, you got desync and cheaters and shit like that. But I feel like desync is something that Halo Infinite's a very connection-based game, so we'll have to see what happens there. But hopefully desync gets nutted out in a matter of speaking, because desync in of itself can stop people playing. Do you know what I mean? Josh, dude, Halo 5's Forge finally brought what I needed to make the darkness, and I'd imagine Infinite's will be better. Absolutely, man. Halo 5's Forge was actually excellent. It was. So imagine how good Halo Infinite's Forge is going to be. It's going to be good. Trust me. That's all I can say. Like, the potential, like, we can see, like, the potential was there for this game to easily come back, for sure. And I guess something like this Tatanka mode will be, something that streamers and shit can, stream to their audiences on Twitch and stuff. You see Fortnite, COD, Apex, and what you realise is that those people streaming those games, like, those games are just battle royales. So if this game stands out among the other battle royales and is solid, then streamers will hop to this for a new experience. And also, you see it all the time. They ask for battle royales and shit. Now, again, we have to wait and see how close it is to an actual battle royale and see what is different. But I can see a shit ton of people switching over to this now. So, at the end of the day, we'll have to wait and see. I'm hopeful for it. I'm excited for it, since it's getting created by Certain Affinity, not 343. And 343 can work on everything else that needs to be in Halo Infinite. So, as long as they do that, and Certain Affinity work on this Tatanka mode, I think we should be fine. Should be fine. Let's see what else Jez has to say, and then I'll show you guys more leaks about the Tatanka mode.
Because I don't think any of the battle royales do that right now. But user-generated content is going to be a core part of the experience, supposedly.
Yeah, which I touched on.
I know Fortnite has something like that, doesn't it? I think, off the top of my head.
Yeah, but I think
agreed. Mode, but I think you still play that.
I don't know. But yeah, it's gonna have user-generated content and that kind of stuff. And obviously, all of your unlocks from the base Halo game will also work into Tatanka as well. If you didn't think it would, if it'd have separate tracks or whatever. I'm sure there'll be rewards unique to that mode, but anything you've unlocked will also work in the new game mode as well. So
I guess the questions I have is just how big of a battle royale we're talking here. Are we talking 100 players? Are we talking like what's the map look like? Because Apex does, I think.
Yeah, you could be right, Jason.
Players.
You could be right, man.
So I'm wondering, because people expected that
Infection's gonna be awesome, man.
The mode is named after the wrestler
who
won like the Royal Rumble.
One day, man. Hopefully.
In whatever year, and that Royal Rumble was 30 people. So are we talking a 30-person battle royale? Which at that point I think is too small. I guess it just comes down to player count and size, right? And are we doing different degrees of because one of the things that other games do is they have loadouts and different guns with different attachments and stuff like that, where Halo really doesn't have that. Well, I guess they do in Fiesta mode. So
okay, I'm waiting for him to say something.
Yeah, I think Halo needs BR. I've said that from the beginning. I know a lot of. So not if you're a shooter and you don't have it, it's like not having deathmatch back in the day.
Yeah. It
so
really is.
It's something that you need to have, especially in the PC space. So I always kind of knew they weren't going to have it for launch, but I figured they would have it later because you got a 10-year journey for this game. So at some point, I figured they'd make it. I'm kind of surprised it's coming this soon, to be honest with you, because I really didn't expect it till next year. I didn't expect
even
it to be season 3 because
fine, for Tatanka.
Well, I could be wrong about that season 3 thing. Like when I said season 3, I was thinking season 3 would be later in the year.
Well, I mean, so even still, like let's even say like it's season 4 and it coincides with like the year anniversary of the launch of the game or whatever, right?
Right.
I was always thinking
it would
launch in year 2, which maybe that would be year 2, 1 year anniversary. Actually, no, that's not year 2. But yeah, it needs it because
honestly, I think I would prefer that. Actually, I think if we got Forge first in season 3, with Infection and all the other cool Halo modes, and then this Tatanka mode released in season 4 in November, I think it would be November, with the anniversary of this. I think that would be so much more, or so much better received by Halo fans because you'd have everything else. You know, you'd have Forge, you'd have Infection, you'd probably have Griffball. You know, because you can make that in Forge. You know, you'd have actual core modes. You know, that should be in Halo Infinite first and foremost. Then Certain Affinities Tatanka mode can be added to the game. And I think in terms of the grand scheme of things, Halo fans would probably appreciate that far more than it releasing, like, you know, alongside Forge. But then again, if it released alongside Forge, that could be good too. It just, yeah, I do wonder how the UI will hold and manage this. That's what I'm curious about, actually.
Not having it, I think Halo, the problem with Halo is it appeals to a certain group of people, and you're not really expanding. It's like at this point, you know if you like Halo or not. You know if you like the type of gameplay it has.
Fan base, yeah.
And with Battle Royales dominating everything, and those games getting the new audience, it was a mistake. Well, I wouldn't say it's a mistake, but if you want to get new people into your franchise, you need to have the mode that is the biggest.
Yeah.
So, yeah, like, you need Battle Royale. And when
I don't necessarily, again, I don't agree with that because Halo Infinite, if it had, and if it launched with everything we all, you know, were expecting to see, I think the game would still be, you know, hundreds of thousands or 100,000 at least on Steam, and, you know, 1 million or so on Xbox. But obviously a Battle Royale is all the rage these days, but, you know, I think look, I at the end of the day, I think I've said my piece on that. I think look, fuck, how do I put this? I think everyone wanted to see, you know, a complete Halo game first and foremost. So as long as 343 are still working towards that and fixing that, you know, adding shit into Halo Infinite first and foremost, then that will be good. But at least this is something Certain Affinity are creating. Sorry. So anything Certain Affinity touch with Halo, it's always great. So I have high hopes for this, because Certain Affinity, you know, are really good with what they do, and with, you know, and Max Hoberman, I think it was Max Hoberman. There you go. This guy. Yeah. Yeah, former multiplayer, online, and UX design lead for Halo 2 and Halo 3, and he's the founder and CEO of Certain Affinity. So I trust them to do it right. I feel like they will do it right. It just has to stand out, as I've said. It needs to stand out from the rest. It needs to stand out from the crowd. And if they can do that, then I think this will be super successful. Because Halo does have the sandbox for a Battle Royale. It does. It just, as I said, it's going to be like the best of the best of the best. This thing needs to kick ass. When they release this, it needs to, you know, if you play Halo Infinite's Tatanka mode, you want to be like, holy fuck, that's insane. I want to play that again and again and again. You know, so then more people switch over to that and, you know, start playing that over Fortnite, over Apex, over Call of Duty. Do you know what I mean? So that is 343's goal, Microsoft's goal, Certain Affinity's goal, right? That's the goal right now. They want to grab people playing the current battle royales. So yeah, it really just, we'll have to wait and see if they can do that. Yeah, no, they did, man. They did, that's right. Some of their maps as well. Sorry. Some of the CE... No, hang on, was it Reach or CEA? I can't remember. I think some of the map packs... Because I know they had some classic Halo CE map packs for Reach, and I think they worked on them as well, if I remember correctly. I think. But yeah, I mean, essentially, Joel, we'll have to... That's what I'm saying. So we'll have to wait and see if it actually can stand out, you know, because what it sounds like, it does sound like it's a form of Battle Royale, but in a sense, Battle Royale is copying. Of course, it's following a trend. And Halo recently has been following trends. I think Halo Infinite was the game that kind of stopped in that regard. Like, Halo Infinite was a lot better. I say that, but then the store and shit, that was following trends with microtransactions and, you know, having to pay for colors and stuff. That was bad. But in terms of like the game mode, you know, if this feels like Halo for the most part, or if it feels like Halo, it'll be successful. I think so. And again, we'll have to wait and see before, you know, we start, you know, saying it's shit or good. But all I can say is I'm excited with Certain Affinity taking charge of this mode. And I'm also excited that 343 can focus on everything else in Halo Infinite, right? So don't think 343 are, you know, dropping the ball or hang on. They've done that in the past. Don't think 343 are just dropping everything to work on this game mode. They're not. This is Certain Affinity's baby. They'll be working on this until it's released, and then probably after that as well, for updates and stuff like that. But right now I do think this is actually okay. This could be good. Could also be bad, but it could be good. We'll see. People are starting to now talk about it. But yeah, again, it's one of those things, man. It's one of those things. Reach Firefight, Reach Assassinations. Yeah, Nighthawk. I mean, I really, really want to see a firefight come to Halo Infinite. Even if we were to get a firefight based off of the second last mission in Halo Infinite's campaign, which was the House of Reckoning. That shit was so awesome. You know, just being in those arenas, just mowing down the banish was actually so much fun. If we got an experience like that for a firefight, or for a firefight setting, I would be over the moon. And I am still surprised that 343 haven't, you know, utilised what they've done with the areas in Halo Infinite or on set of Halo, because they very easily could have used banished outposts or different areas in the ring as firefight locations. So maybe we'll see that in the future. I don't know. I assume so, though. I assume that's what they'll do. Hang on. We'll go into the other leaks very quickly. Hang on, Tatanka. That's not what I want to see. I mean, that's the placeholder for Tatanka. Here we go. So apparently Tatanka will be like objective based. Objectives and indicators. And it may have the skiff, Nornfang. For anyone not aware, the skiff was actually supposed to be in Halo Infinite's campaign. And they cut it. They did cut it, but the skiff is this. So we could see this in like a Battle Royale or something. But you can actually find this vehicle in the campaign. So we very well could see that in this. Who knows? Because like they've got the assets and shit for it. It's all there in the files. So maybe. Who knows? Hey Kemi, how you going, man? Hey Armstrong, what's going on, man? Welcome. Firefight in this game. Yeah, Mike, it would be insane to see. I would love to see that. Tatanka is what this Battle Royale is going to be, essentially. But yeah, look, it could be good. We'll find out soon. We will. Hopefully it's just unique and stands out from the rest. That's the most important. Hey, 18 Mats. I was excited to hear your reaction to the maps preview. Are you more hyped now than before the preview? Absolutely. I think the maps look fantastic. I think both of the maps for Halo for season 2 look great. Of course, 2 maps is not good. We all wanted at least 4. I think at the bare minimum. 2 maps is not good, but I have to say these 2 maps are the best maps in the game. Best maps right now. If you compare Catalyst and Breaker to the current Halo Infinite map offering, it shits all over them. They're like, in my honest opinion, maybe but Behemoth in terms of aesthetic, Catalyst and Breaker look really solid. Of course, we have to wait and see how they play. Hopefully, they play well. But yeah, look, we'll see. I'm excited. I'm just excited for something new, I guess. But of course, we all wanted more than 2. I think that's safe to say. Good odds if this new mode feature coincides with Forge, the Forge sandbox better be the size of Reach Forge World, or bigger and unlimited budget. I would love to see another Forge World, or like a remake of Forge World in Infinite. Fuck, that would be so cool to see. I do know there's going to be a shit ton of canvases for Forge that should be released in Season 3. But man, a Forge World similar to Halo Reach's Forge World, that would get me excited. It really would. So, I mean, yeah, well, maybe we'll see that. But all I know is that Forge will have a shit ton of canvases. You've got like an Ocean, Pines, Forerunner. Actually, I might be able to show you guys. Halo Infinite, Forge. Let's see. Here we go. So these are the Forge maps, and these will be like canvases. I think. So we've got Alpine, Glacier, Space, Ocean, Space. That sounds interesting. Ocean, Desert, Deep Sea, Horizon, Wetland, Academy, Deadland, and Blank. So I don't know if we probably won't get all of them when Forge releases. Maybe we'll get like 4 or 5 or 6. But yeah, that's exciting. That's interesting. So Catalyst looks awesome. It has Jedi Temple type vibe. I mean, yeah, I agree. It actually does. Infinite has a 3-lane map problem. It does, hokey pokey. It does. You are right, because even the big team battle maps, they're all 3-lane. 3-lane maps. Deadlock, Behemoth. No, sorry. Deadlock, Fragmentation, 3-lane, and High Power, 3-lane. Yeah. No, yeah, that's right. I just hope Breaker feels a lot more. I don't know. I get the impression it's going to be quite compact. So, that's going to be interesting. I don't know how well vehicles will work. I feel like the Scorpion and Wraith won't work very well. But hey, we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens there. How I do Firefight in Infinite is a mix of classic arena, wave-based maps, and linear sections like campaign. Honestly, they could use a lot of sources or like resources from the freaking campaign, and I don't think anyone would be complaining. Like, I want to see that. I would love to see them use what they did in the House of Reckoning, or even some of the outposts, because fuck, that shit was awesome. That was so damn cool. And I loved. Those bits were really fun. They were really fun to me. I don't know about you guys, but I felt like every outpost was different enough, to make it feel fun. I could go down a freaking. I could talk about that for a while. But yeah. So, Chibossa. So, from what it looks like objective-based battle royale. As weird as that sounds, it doesn't sound like just a pure, like a battle royale where you shoot people, kill people. There's like objectives here, so it may be like a team-based thing, or there may be like a FFA type thing as well for it. But the Tatanka mode so far, it seems like it's going to have objective stuff in it too. So like here are some things you can see. And then also maybe ship warfare, or like ship to ship battles, which could be interesting if executed right. Like we can see a lot of stuff here. Bomb arming, vehicle garage available to capture, enemy leverage checkpoint. There's rounds. Okay, that one's not actually that interesting. Hang on. Stinger protect, AI deployed, I mean, this is ball returning. So this may not even be. They're saying it's Tatanka, I guess. I don't know. Last team standing wins. I mean, this could be it. Who knows? Stop enemy of controlling the map. Weak points lost. I mean, maybe, like, very well, this, like, the guy said it's going to be a spin on that, so maybe it is, like, you know, teams going into the ring to kill each other, hack stuff, take over stuff, and, like, last team standing wins. Maybe that could be it. Maybe that could be it. And also, we may see, like, a FFA variant where it's just, like, every man for himself. But if it's like, objective-based, that could be quite interesting. And if it's, like, and even better, if it's like smaller teams of like, you know, groups of 4 or groups of 2, but we may actually see like massive battles. We may see like a 20v20 or something like that. That would be pretty cool. Again, I've got no clue. But then I guess it's not really a battle royale then. I don't know. But the guy kept saying a spin on a battle royale or a sort of battle royale. He never just outright said battle royale. So to me, and also with the leaks we've seen with this Tatanka mode, I don't know if it's going to be just that one and done battle royale. I think there are going to be a lot of components and things to it that make it feel different and unique in its own right. So, I mean, they're saying potentially everything points to PvE style mode. So again, it's interesting. It's interesting. I don't know. I mean, I think at the end of the day, I am excited for it. I think so. Let's see. Low cut breaker looks like it's going to be compact, but it also looks like you can climb all over the place. Yeah, that is true. It does. I'll bring that up actually very quickly. I clicked on DC Comics. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Hey, there's us. Am I blind? I might be blind. Here we go. Yo, does anyone else think this could be like a part of a campaign DLC? Unless I'm just like tripping out. I don't know. When I saw this last night, I dead set was thinking like, yo, is that like a desert area that could be used for like a campaign DLC? I don't know. It looks too I don't know. Like too much effort went into that. I don't know. That just might be me though. Yeah, Joseph, that's the only thing. So like if it's a battle royale, I don't know, like that's what I'm saying, like if there's objectives to it, that could make it quite interesting, but who knows? I mean they did say battle royale / Warzone / what do you call it? / invasion. But nerds say no. Okay, yeah. I was probably getting a little too hopeful there. I got too hopeful. And I think as well, what made it a bit more apparent to me is that later in this video you can see the same backdrop. I didn't want to believe it, but you guys are right. But I still do think the next DLC will be in the desert. Let's see here. Tin kill probably going to be longer than 7 shots of BR kills though. Sounds like Battlefront. It does sound interesting, I've got to say. It does sound really good. I mean, for what it's worth, these maps look fantastic. I think Catalyst looks the best map in the game, in my opinion. From like a visual standpoint, like Catalyst screams Halo 3 to me. And they did say, 343 did say it's, you know, inspired by Epitaph from Halo 3 as well, which makes a lot of sense when you look at that. I love, and I just fucked it. I love this, you know, walkway here, that ledge. The waterfall's gushing down. I really love the look of this. Look, reminds me of the Moor from CE. Oh, the opening actually, it does. Hang on. Yeah. And also, I don't know if it's the sky as well, but yeah. I mean, look, yeah, Catalyst looks really good. I can't wait to. Hey, Imminent Fates, what's going on, man? Welcome. Can't wait. Forge maps, I can't wait to see how they look. Really can't. I mean, look, we got. Fuck, hang on. I've made a few videos on it talking about it. I mean, we'll click on this dude real quick. Please don't tell me it's just a minute for one image. Okay, here we go. So we can see a saber. I mean, this is live fire with rain and shit. So like, imagine just like the different environments and things people can do. So like, for example, for like events or different times of the year, let's say Christmas, Easter, you know, 343 can create, I mean, Halloween as well. 343 can create different style maps or like make adjustments to the maps, which could be pretty cool if done right. Like, this looks cool. This looks really cool, and it has a totally different vibe as well. Now I don't know if we can actually just do that, or if that's like a different, you know, build of the map. I don't know. Not too sure, but it looks good. I'm hoping, because I'm talking over the leaks, it should be fine. But fuck, I've already uploaded videos in the leaks. Who gives a shit? Oh yeah, good point, Node. Good point, man. What was this? The track we rode, the horse we rode in on? I can't remember. Yeah, Hokey Pokey. Yeah, I think it was very hard to, you know, have any differences with that until the very last. I think the last mission, the Silent Auditorium. I thought that was fantastic. Like, the Foreigner aesthetic was gold and blue, or purely gold. It was just totally different. I loved it so much, compared to all the other Foreigner stuff we had. But having a mixes of green would have been pretty cool to see too. Make night maps and day maps. Yes, that would be pretty cool. We should have that too. That looks awesome. That looks awesome. I wonder if any of these things will be used in that Tatanka mode. We've got no clue, I guess. But it would be pretty cool if, you know, they used some of these things. Some of these forge objects. Okay, yeah, that's about it, really. And I know there is one guy who's been, you know, showing view models of, let's see, view models of like different weapons. I can't find it. Never mind, I can't find it. There was a guy showing the Covenant Carbine, yeah, anyway, fuck it, can't find it. We're all good. I mean, no, that's very true, Hokey Pokey. That's very true. And I think as well, the leaks actually was a lot of, you know, positive exposure for 343. Built hype for Forge. A lot of people were talking about Forge, you know. Hey, American accents, I believe so. I believe so. I mean, it seems that way. I think Tatanka will be the final name. It's interesting. People have said to me that Tatanka means... Hang on, I'll search it up. Tatanka. Tatanka. Got my mic right in front of me. Someone said it had something to do with infection. Maybe that's not. Hang on, just a new meaning. I swear, alright, I saw someone leave a comment on my video saying it had some similarity to like an infection or something like that. I don't know. Maybe not. Alpha Archive. That's it. I can't wait to Forge, and there's hidden areas in the maps. We already have 2. Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's what I wanted to show you. Hidden areas. Hang on. Areas. This is what I'm going to show you. So, I've gone through this before, and yeah, what do you call it? Like, there are a lot of areas in the maps that, you know, 343 have blocked off, and I feel like they'll be open or used for infection. It makes a shit ton of sense. Like here, I mean, maybe not, this probably won't get used for infection, but this looks pretty darn cool. And we should be able to open these areas up in Forge, I would say. I would assume so. By some to infection. Tanker is a fighter who is known for winning a 20-man fight. Oh, wow. There you go. There you go. What were those videos you showed going out of bounds in the current maps? Yeah, Robert, this is it. This is one of the videos I actually used. Basically, these are like out of bounds areas that will probably be used in Forge, or like you can access in Forge, I would say. I think that makes sense. So, here we can see the stairs from Bazaar. That will probably open up for infection, I'd say. Or Forge, you know, we should be able to access this in Forge. It's pretty small. It's a small little, you know, hallway, but interesting enough, right? And also, I actually think they should actually open that, because Bazaar, as it stands right now, it's too, I don't know. I don't really like the middle of Bazaar, because there's like no access to the tree houses unless you go up. You know, you can't go through there. Then if we take a look at streets, right? This bit here, right, with the barricade, you can walk right through it. And the stuff over here. If we continue on, yeah. There's a whole side and section over here. Look at that. And it also has like that like creepy vibe, you know, and all 343 would have to do is just have like lights flickering. You know, if 343 had lights flickering for this, that would make it really spooky. I just realized I can make it full screen. My bad, sorry guys. I'm an idiot. Yeah, Bazaar. Yeah, too top heavy. I agree. If we had more access to the middle, without just getting fucking gunned down from the top, that would be good. That would be ideal. And yeah, 343 do need to make those changes, I think, for sure. He can jump over it. So I believe it takes him right out, I think. Oh, sorry, there's another area too. So there's actually 2 areas on this map that have been done like this. And they're spooky. They look great. You know, they weren't just like thrown together. They were purposefully created, I think. So I expect to see this. Like, imagine that light was flickering. Or imagine one of those lights there were flickering on and off. How cool would that be? How cool would that be? I don't know. I feel like if they were to use these areas for infection, it would be pretty damn awesome. A Mastermind, how you go, man? A Life and Elite, Battle Royale confirmed. Right now, it looks like it's pretty much confirmed at this point. I'm not gonna like go out and say that, but right now it looks like the leaked tanker mode is going to be like a Battle Royale or a spin of a Battle Royale. The leaks do suggest that it's going to be quite different with like objectives, which will, you know, make it stand out from the other Battle Royales. But right now, if I was to say it, they kind of have been confirming it. So yeah, as Mootkins are saying that, I'm going to go out on a limb and say yes, that was a pretty solid confirmation from Jez. Fuck, what was his name? Jez Gordon. So I would take that as a confirmation, in my honest opinion. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. How many? 328 votes. 70% said yes. 30% said no. Wow, that's better than I thought. Wow. But yeah, these areas look super interesting. And this bit here, I have to say, this bit here on Aquarius would be really cool for like a holdout. If you guys remember Sword Base from Halo Reach, like one bit I loved about Sword Base was that, you know, that tunnel or that hallway on the bottom of the map where like all the Spartans would hold out against the zombies, and you know you'd always die, but it was such a rush, just, you know, defending yourself against the zombies. So yeah, I think what do you call it? I think, you know, this area here will have like a similar feeling to that. My only thing though is that it looks like we'll need to duck to get in there, so it may be a bit hard for zombies to just rush it, but who knows? Maybe if you slide through it, that could be quite good. But anyway, this looks like a really nice area to hold out against the zombies. I don't think there's any more areas, is there? No, but yeah, I think you guys get the gist. But it looks cool. Looks very, very cool. There are areas in the maps right now that I have no doubt in my mind will get opened up for Forge and Infection. So that is pretty interesting, pretty darn cool to see. Let's see here though. But yeah, I'm gonna, for anyone that has just clicked in to the stream, first and foremost, make sure to drop a like on the stream, or don't. It's totally up to you guys. Do what you want to do. But let's race through this just as a final summary, final cap for anyone that has just clicked on. Jez Corden has basically given some details about Halo Infinite's game mode that's leaked called Tatanka. This is the game mode that's been created by Certain Affinity, so not 343 themselves. And this is why Certain Affinity have recently, I guess, partnered a bit more closely with 343. This is a really long project that's been going on for literally here last 2 years. So yeah, expect something huge. He does say here it is a battle royale. In the video, he does say it's a spin of a battle royale, or a sort of battle royale. So do not expect a one and done battle royale. That's all I can say. It doesn't appear like that. The leaks don't suggest that. The leaks don't suggest that. So yeah, again, we'll have to just wait and see what happens there. But as I said, huge deal is on the same scale of as Halo, as Call of Duty Warzone. If you guys know how big that was, so expect something similar that will probably be added to Halo Infinite. And of course, the goal with that is to bring those players that are playing Fortnite, Call of Duty, Apex, all of those games they want to bring to Halo Infinite. As we can see here, they're targeting that audience. Apparently, it's targeted to come in Season 3 or Season 4. I'm more hoping it releases in Season 4, so we can have Forge, Infection, Griffball, other modes that should be in Halo, already in Halo Infinite, before this releases, because then this can just be seen as this additional mode to the game, right? Yo, John, thank you so much for the $5, man. Appreciate that. Is this releasing in Season 2? It is not. I would be highly surprised. Right now, it looks like it's targeting for Season 3 or Season 4. But again, I'm not anticipating it to release in Season 3. I think it's going to be in Season 4. Of course, we'll have to just wait and see. Discord did say it will tie into Forge mode, so it could actually release alongside Forge. But yeah, it has to be. Yeah, I don't know. I think this. I don't know. We'll see. This is the reason they brought in Certain Affinity, and they have a fantastic track record with Halo. Working with Halo in the past for Reach, Halo 3, Halo 2 Anniversary, Halo CEA, as Shrednerd said, and Halo 4 as well. So they've got a good track record. They know what to do with Halo. So I think for that very reason, I'm excited for this game mode. And I'm also happy that this is something that 343 aren't actually doing themselves. 343 can focus on every other element of the game and let Certain Affinity focus on this game mode. Because really, the game mode is, trying to bring as many people as it can to Halo Infinite, which will hopefully, be like that gateway to the rest of the game, right, into the campaign. I would say that's what I think. So, at the end of the day, I think we need to wait and see how this looks before we make some judgments on it and what it's going to be and how it's going to play. End of the day, we need to see how it looks. If it feels like Halo and it looks and stands out from the rest, that is most key. It has to stand out from the rest, has to feel like Halo, and then we should be fine. But of course, this isn't going to be exciting news for everyone. Of course, I know it is exciting news for a lot of us. But at the end of the day, we need to see how it plays, and hopefully, it's great and it plays well. Yeah, so I think we're going to leave it there, guys. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to each and every single one of you. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're brand new and you've got no clue who I am. I upload a lot of Halo Infinite content. You can probably check it out on my channel, but yeah, we are getting super close to 20,000 subscribers. So if you want to help support me on the journey there, that would be so much appreciated. But yeah, you guys just watching means a lot to me. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. I've got to say, and I will. The next Halo Infinite game night, for any of you guys wondering about that, will be next weekend. So for anyone that's wondering about that, next Halo Infinite game night will be next weekend. And of course, you should join the Discord. You need to. I recommend this because you can get notified of when I go live and also talk to me and know about the game nights. So, how can I do this again? Invite. Here we go. Nope. There we go. I'm blind. Here we go. Feel free to join if you have a Discord, if that's your thing, if that's your type of thing. Feel free to do that. But yeah, it's been an awesome stream, guys. I really appreciate each and every single one of you, and I will catch you all in the next one. Okay, so thanks, guys, and I'll see you next time.